Hey everybody, welcome back to the Unstoppable Weekly Pop Crypto Recap. I'm your host, Diana Chen, and I'm here today with my co-host.
Hey, it's Jimmy. Happy to be back.
Thanks for coming back and joining me again, and we will be sharing some of our favorite news pieces from the intersection of crypto and pop culture. The famous high-end fashion brand Louis Vuitton is dropping an NFT collection featuring art from Beeple, the famous NFT artist who sold a piece called First 5,000 Days, which sold for $69 million earlier this year. Louis Vuitton would have turned 200 years old yesterday, and the NFT drop is in celebration of this momentous milestone. Unlike most other NFT drops though, Louis Vuitton is dropping its NFTs in an art-centric video game that takes players on a journey through Louis Vuitton's childhood, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I've actually played the video game. It's pretty solid. The graphics are pretty beautiful.
Oh, awesome. I'll have to check it out.
In other news, a London upgrade was actually released on Ethereum Mainnet earlier this morning for folks that are living in America Eastern Time. The London upgrade, also sometimes called the London hard fork, was a hotly anticipated release to Ethereum that contained an EIP or Ethereum Improvement Proposal numbered 1559. Among other changes, this EIP changes the supply distribution of Ethereum's native digital asset, Ether. Now the network will constitute a base fee as well as a tip to Ethereum miners in order for any user to process transactions on the network. The base fee is subsequently burned, meaning taken out of the supply circulation forever, which will forever change the supply dynamics of Ether.
Pretty complex stuff there, and we're actually coming out with a new podcast episode next week breaking all of that down for you in an easy to understand way, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, it's huge. I'm maybe understating the importance of this upgrade for the network.
For sure, for sure. In other news, I don't know if you knew this about me, Jimmy, but I was a pretty big classical piano nerd growing up, so I was very excited to see that the classical piano piece Clair de Lune was beamed up into space last week, making it the first music NFT to reach orbit. The digital file of the piece flew around space for about 90 minutes before they transmitted it back onto Earth and minted it as an NFT. It's pretty cool, I think, that we're just beaming everybody and everything up to space these days.
Space is the new frontier. In other NFT news, the CryptoPunks were actually featured in the Tokyo Olympics. Curtis McDowell and 5 other members of the United States Olympic fencing team used NFTs as their digital avatar in Tokyo. McDowell himself sported a CryptoPunk, which is one of the first avatar NFTs on Ethereum, and actually currently costs over $100,000 to own one. He actually borrowed one from a punk owner who lended it to McDowell in order to give punks a bigger platform in the international stage. For McDowell, the CryptoPunk was not an advertisement actually, but rather a symbol of his digital self. And he brought that narrative to the international stage in the Tokyo Olympics in order to have a more in-depth conversation of what does it mean to have a digital identity versus just having a sponsorship as advertisement.
And from all the way across the world, a senator from Uruguay last week introduced a bill to make all crypto assets recognized by law and accepted as a valid form of payment. This isn't the exact same thing as what El Salvador did recently with getting Bitcoin accepted as legal tender, but it's definitely a step in the right direction.
So staying in South America, we're actually headed to Argentina, where Lionel Messi is actually entering into the NFT space. The international football star is releasing a collection of NFTs that he calls the Messiverse, which is a play on words of the Messiverse. The collection will consist of numerous successes and milestones in Messi's career, and the collection will be available for purchase on a platform called Eternity on August 20th.
And our Woman of the Week is Carolyn Reckow, head of BD and strategy at a number of brands, including Thesis, Keep, TBTC, and previously Casa and Consensus. She's been a leader in the blockchain space since 2014 and is a great example for other female leaders in the crypto space.
For NFT Art of the Week, we're actually going back to EIP-1559 and talking about its official NFT series release. The NFT series will actually showcase a lot of the big moments in development for EIP-1559, with the proceeds going to a combination of the core developers behind the upgrade, the client teams, the testers, and also the researchers of security and tokenomics. So this is a huge step because now there's another way for us to give our thanks to the team and the huge team that was behind this monumentous upgrade for the network. And for Meme of the Week, going back to more EIP-1559, we have the "This is fine" dog in the burning house. Except this time, this dog is saying, "This is EIP-1559." to talk more about the burn dynamics of burning Ether for every single block that a series of transactions are minted.
Love it. Tweet us your thoughts at Unstoppable Web and let us know if there's a topic you'd like us to cover next week. Thanks for joining me, Jimmy.
Cool. Happy to be here. Thanks.
See ya.